Champions League Feyenoord vs Red Bull Salzburg prediction, team news, lineups preview. Still searching for their first points in the Champions League, Red Bull Salzburg travel to the Netherlands to take on Feyenoord at De Kuip on Wednesday night. While Die Rood Bullen have won only one of their last 6 away matches in all competitions, their Rotterdam-based counterparts are bidding to win their 4th home match in 5 games. Match preview. Feyenoord have never progressed beyond the group stage in 6 previous attempts in the Champions League, but there is hope that the Dutch Giants will advance to the knockout rounds of this season's newly formed competition, having collected 6 points from a possible 9 available. After suffering a heavy 4-0 home defeat to Bayer Leverkusen on matchday 1, Feyenoord have since traveled to Spain and Portugal to beat Girona 3-2 and Benfica 3-1 respectively. Securing maximum points against the latter a fortnight ago, not since 1971 have they won successive European Cup/Champions League away games. Now approaching the halfway point in the UCL League phase, Brian Prisk's men currently sit 16th in the 36-team table and only 1 point behind the top 8. Victory is the least Feyenoord will be aiming for in Wednesday's favourable-looking fixture against Salzburg, as tricky tests against Manchester City and Bayern Munich are still to come. Since beating Benfica, the Rotterdam-based outfit have had mixed fortunes in the Eredivisie, with a 2-0 home defeat to Ajax sandwiched between victories against Utrecht 2-0 and AZ Alkmaar 3-2. Beating the latter last weekend to remain 4th in the table and 3 points behind second-placed Ajax, who have a game in hand. Feyenoord, who have won 3 of their last 4 home games, are now preparing to welcome Austrian opposition to De Kuip for the first time since putting Sturm Graz to the sword 6-0 in the Europa League in September 2022. Red Bull Salzburg are one of 9 clubs who are still searching for their first victory in the 2024-25 Champions League, and are also one of 6 teams who are yet to pick up a single point after 3 matches. The Austrian champions have suffered disappointing defeats to Sparta Prague, Brest and Dinamo Zagreb by an aggregate score of 9-0. Losing 2-0 at home to the latter in their most recent European match a fortnight ago. Ex-Liverpool assistant coach Pepijn Lijnders has insisted that his team will learn and come back stronger from their poor start in the league phase, but it is difficult to envisage where they could pick up valuable points in the coming weeks and months, as Wednesday's clash against Feyenoord will be followed by encounters with Leverkusen, PSG, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. While Salzburg currently sit 34th in the 36-team UCL table, they also occupy 3rd place in the Austrian Bundesliga standings, 5 points behind second-placed Rapid Vienna, who have played 2 games more and were held to a frustrating 0-0 home draw with 10 men by basement club Grazer Alaska on Saturday. Die Rood Bullen will be desperate to end their 8-game winless run in the Champions League when they travel to the Netherlands on Wednesday for the first time since beating Ajax 3-0 in the Europa League in February 2014. Team news. Feyenoord will be without last season's top scorer Santiago Gimenez hip, Calvin Stengs, Quillan Hartman both knee, Jordan Latomba, Ia Sueda both hamstring, and this season's leading scorer Anthony Milambo, unspecified, who has 6 goals to his name due to injury. Givi Ezekiel has recovered from an ankle injury, but the 20-year-old is not expected to start in center midfield ahead of either Hwang In-beom, Quinton Timber or Ramaz Zarouki. After scoring as a substitute against AZ last weekend, Brighton loanee Ibrahim Osman will be hoping to force his way back into the first 11 ahead of either Igor Paiseo or Luka Ivanisek, the latter of whom also scored last time out, while Julian Carranza is the most likely candidate to lead the line. As for Red Bull Salzburg, they are set to be without Guusou Diakite hip. Fernando, Petr Ratkov both thigh, Takumu Kawamura knee and Musa Yeo ankle due to injury. Goalkeeper Alexander Schleger is suspended after being sent off in the defeat to Dinamo Zagreb on matchday 3. So Janis Blaswich is poised to start between the sticks, protected by centre-back duo Kamil Piatkowski and Samson Baidu. Liverpool loanees Stefan Bajcetic and Bobby Clark are both in contention to start in midfield. While Karim Konate, who has scored a team-high 6 goals this term, is set to be joined in attack by Oscar Gluck and Adam Dagim. Feyenoord possible starting lineup: Wellenruther, Reed, Bielin, Henko, Bueno, Zaruki, Huang, Timber, Osman, Carranza, Paiseo. Red Bull Salzburg possible starting lineup: Blaswich, Dedic, Piatkowski, Baidu, Terzic, Bidstrup, Diambu, Clark, Dagim, Konate, Gluck. We say, Feyenoord 3-1 Red Bull Salzburg. Salzburg can ill afford to drop too many more points if they wish to keep their slim hopes of reaching the knockout rounds alive. However, keeping it tight at the back has been a real struggle, and they may find it difficult to come out on top against a Feyenoord outfit that should still have enough quality in the final third to outscore their opponents. Despite the absences of Gimenez and Milambo, thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.